Once upon a time, in a faraway village that lay beneath the shadow of the giant baobab tree, whose roots reached deep into the belly of the earth and whose branches stretched high as if longing to scratch the very sky. People say that the tree was older than the hills, older than the rivers, older than memory itself. This village was blessed with fertile soil and clear water, yet it carried a sickness, not a sickness of the body. No, this sickness lived in the tongues, for in that village, lies grew like weeds, lies in the market, lies in the council, lies even at the fireside. A man would borrow his neighbor's goat and swear he had returned it. A woman would sell a basket of mangoes and swear she had given fair measures, when she had hidden the best fruits beneath her mat. And even the chief, Oba by name, would boast of victories he had never won, of generosity he had never shown. In that same village lived a girl named Ife. She was small and curious, with eyes that always asked questions even when her mouth was silent. While others swallowed lies like water, Ife would tilt her head and say, "But is it really so?" She was loved by some, for her boldness was daring, but feared by many, for her questions often pulled the marks from their faces. One evening, when the sun was sinking into the arms of the horizon, the elders gathered beneath the great baobab tree. Their voices rose in quarrel, for the people no longer trusted one another, and peace had fled from the village. Then the baobab tree itself trembled. Yes, the tree shook. Though the wind was sleeping, from its hollow trunk came a voice as deep as the thunder and as old as the first dawn. "Children of the soil," it said, "your tongues are heavy with lies, and your ears are deaf to truth. Peace will not return to this land unless you learn to honor truth as you honor your ancestors." The people fell on their faces in fear, for never before had the baobab tree spoken. Chief Oba, puffing up his chest, declared, "I, your chief, have never spoken a lie. If there is a man of truth, it is I." The tree gave a sound like a laughter, dry and rustling, the laughter of leaves in the harmattan wind. "If you speak truth, let it be tested. I will give you a drum, not an ordinary drum. No, this is the drum of truth. When it is beaten, the truth will dance into the open. But beware, if ever the drum beats by itself, the greatest hidden lie among you will be uncovered." Silence fell over the crowd. Some trembled with hope, some with fear. Chief Oba smiled, for he thought, "I will use this drum to prove myself the most honest man." But little Ife, who stood at the edge of the gathering, whispered, "Truth does not need boasting. Truth is like the sun. It shines whether we praise it or not." That night, before the end of the gathering, the baobab tree opened a hollow in its trunk, and there lay the drum of truth, carved from the sacred wood, its skin stretched tight with antelope hide, its cord woven from the river reeds. It pulsed faintly as if a heartbeat lived inside it. The people gasped in fear, for the drum had come to test them, and so began the story of how the village, sick with lies, learned the price of truth. From that day, the drum of truth became the heart of the village. It was carried to the council, to the market, to the place of judgment. When two neighbors quarreled about land, the elders beat the drum, dun-dum, dun-dum, and the guilty man's lie unraveled like clothes eaten by termites. When a trader claimed her calabash of oil was full, the drum was struck, dun-dum, dun-dum, and the truth poured out that she had hidden stones beneath. At first, the people feared the drum, then they respected it, and soon they began to depend upon it. Yet there were some who trembled whenever its cords were touched, for their tongues were never clean. One such creature was Banji, the mischievous liar. Banji loved lies as a child loved honey. He walked into the village one hot afternoon, laughing his sharp laugh. "So the people think they can no longer lie? Do you not know that lies are sweeter than palm wine? Do you not know that with a lie you can win goats, land, and even wives?" The villagers hissed at him. But Banji was clever. He said, "If this drum truly reveals the truth, then let me borrow it for one night. I shall test it, and tomorrow I will return it." The people refused, but Chief Oba, proud as always, agreed. "Let him take it," the chief said. "No trick can shake me, for I am pure in truth." And so Banji carried away the drum of truth. That night, he sat beneath the moon and plotted. He thought, "If I can trick the drum into silence, I shall sell it to the neighboring tribe and become rich." He beat it softly, dum-dum. "Drum of truth, tell me, am I the wisest of all?" The drum replied with silence. Banji grinned. "Good, then tomorrow I will trick the whole village into giving me their treasures." But as he laughed, the drum stirred. Its cords quivered, its skin shivered. From deep inside came a whisper. "Truth cannot be stolen. Truth cannot be twisted. Truth awaits. Banji fell back in fear, but he was stubborn. He tied the drum with ropes and covered it with clothes, thinking to silence it. Little did he know that the drum was alive. At midnight, while the village slept, a sound rose in the dark. Dum dum, dum dum. The drum of truth was beating itself. The villagers woke in terror, dogs barking, babies crying. The baobab tree leaves trembled, though there was no wind. Chief Oba rushed from his hut, his heart beating fast. He knew of the baobab tree warning. If ever the drum beats by itself, then the greatest hidden lie among you will be uncovered. The people gathered at the square, and there was Banji, breathing heavily while dragging the drum tied with ropes. His eyes rolled with fear. It would not sleep, he cried. I bound it, I silenced it, but still the drum beats. Doom, 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 doom. The villagers gasped. Then little Ife, her eyes wide but steady, stepped forward. Let it speak, she said. If truth wants to be heard, who are we to stop it? But Chief Oba roared, No! We will not allow a mere child to call upon the drum. I am the chief, and only I may strike it. The baobab tree groaned, its trunk creaking. The people whispered nervously. Ife lifted her chin. Truth belongs to no man, not even a chief. If the drum beats itself, then it has chosen its drummer. With courage greater than her years, she walked to the drum. She untied the ropes, pulled away the clothes, and raised the stick. Doom, doom, she struck, and the drum answered, its voice booming through the night. The greatest lie lies in the heart of the proudest man. All eyes turned to Chief Oba, his face twisted. No, I am pure. I am the one who never lies, he cried. But the drum thundered louder. When the people hungered, you hid yams in your storehouse and claimed the gods had cursed the land. When the warriors asked for your leadership, you sent them into the battles while you stayed behind, boasting of victories you never won. When you say, I have never lied, you tell the greatest lies of all. The crowd gasped. Women covered their mouths. Men shook their heads. The chief staggered as if struck. Banji rolled on the ground, laughing madly, the mighty chief caught by his own pride. But the people were not laughing. They turned their backs on Banji's mockery and fixed their eyes on Ife, who stood beside the drum, steady as the morning star. The chief fell to his knees before the people. His crown slipped from his head, his pride broken at last. Forgive me, he whispered. Forgive the lies I have built. From this day, I will walk in truth, or may the ancestors strike me down. The drum fell silent. Its work was done. The baobab's deep voice roared once more through the night. Children of the soil, you have seen the power of truth. Remember, truth may be hidden for a time, but it will always find its drummer. Guide it, live by it, and peace will never leave your home. From that day, lies lost its sweetness. People learned to measure their words as carefully as gold dust. Disputes were settled not by shouting, but by honesty. And though Chief Oba remained chief, he was no longer proud, for humility had made a wiser man of him. And what of Ife? The people honored her with a new name, Keeper of the Drum. The drum was given into her care, not to be beaten every day, but to rest until the village truly needed it. For they understood the drum of truth is not made of wood and heat alone. It beats inside every heart. And so the story ends. The drum of truth is in every heart. Beat it with honesty and peace will stay forever.